Greetings, I'm Rob Chappers. How are you doing? Today, with Water Bear, the amazing music college in Brighton that I'm very lucky to work with, we're going to give away a bundle of Modal backing tracks. And I really hope that this is a gift that will help you to expand your musical horizons and stretch you a little bit in maybe some areas that you are not used to being stretched in. And what I'm going to do is give you a little lesson on some really simplistic modal application theory, but please don't switch off if you're not into theory, because I promise you this is kind of easy and it will help you to open up modal areas with just one scale. And I've talked a little bit about this before. This is just a practical demonstration of that theory. So all we're going to be doing is taking a major scale and using it to play other modes. And what I'm going to require you to do is memorize just two simple patterns. And if you find memorizing patterns hard, my recommendation of the day for you is, if you've got one of those fridges that you can stick things to, get yourself a fridge magnet and a bit of paper, stick it on the fridge, and whenever you go to make yourself your peanut butter jelly time sandwich or your coffee with extra milk and honey and stuff, look at it, read it, make the snack, continue your day. I promise you, three months of snacks later, you will have memorized the order of the diatonic modes. It won't be difficult for you. And I think what you'll find above all is that this is really fun and it's musical. And these backing tracks are free. I need to give a massive shout out to our really good friend, Jamie Humphreys, who's a wicked guitarist. If you've not met or seen Jamie before, you can check him out at his link, which is down there. He plays with all sorts of cool people, including Brian May. So you know he's mega legit. And he's made these backing tracks for you. Why is Water Bear College in Brighton, home of Thomann, giving away a whole bunch of really cool modal backing tracks? Well, it's to celebrate 1 year of Water Bear being alive and existing. And if you're interested, Water Bear offer a 2-year intensive BA honours degree in commercial music, and it's online. You can live anywhere on the planet and you can study this. There's one-to-one mentoring, and it's really, really cool if you want to study music, really focus down on it. Let me just play some guitar for you. So I've got a backing track prepared here. This is one of them. It's a Lydian backing track. Now this backing track is in the key of D Lydian. But what I want to show you is by using a particular pattern, you can play any of the major diatonic modes. Don't worry if that goes over your head in any direction, I'll explain what that means. Using a simple single scale shape. All you need to memorize is this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was kind of easy. So in a scale, there are 7 notes, and each of these notes represents what we call a mode. And all a mode is the same scale, but started at from a different point in the scale. So for example, the major scale that you're very familiar with starts on number 1 and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. Or the Dorian mode could start on the 2nd note. So it would go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the Phrygian would start on the 3rd. So you just need to memorize that there are 7 notes in what we call the diatonic scale. And then each of these notes represents the beginning point of a different mode. And I'm going to give you the order. So number one is the major scale, which we call Ionian. Then there's Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian. You're not going to want to play Locrian a lot. Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian. I'm briefly going to tell you what they sound like. So Ionian is just the major scale. Dorian, it's a minor kind of bluesy vibe, but it's got a major sixth in it, so it's a little bit lighter than just a regular minor scale. The third mode is Phrygian, and Phrygian is an Eastern sounding, slightly Arabic maybe, minor mode. You hear it a lot in metal sounds. Number four is Lydian. Lydian is almost more major than the major scale, but it has this sharpened fourth note. If you've ever listened to the Simpsons soundtrack, there's a bit of Lydian in that. It's a beautiful sound made famous by people like Steve Vai. It's one of my favourite modes. Number five, this is like the charts, is Mixolydian. And Mixolydian is a major scale, but the seventh note is flat by a semitone. So it has this kind of cool, funky edge to it. Number six is the natural minor scale, just the minor scale. We call it Aeolian. And then the seventh is Locrian. Everything's flat, everything's minor. It's a minor seven, flat five. It's the Locrian mode. It's evil, nasty, everything sounds wrong. Or maybe right, depending on your train of thought and things that you like. So I'm going to give you an example using this knowledge to show you how I could play over a D Lydian backing track using a major scale. So if we look at our numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which one is Lydian? It's not 1, it's not 2, it's not 3, it's 4. So if I put number 4, the Lydian marker, on top of the Lydian key, and then play a major scale from the beginning, it will be Lydian. I'll show you that as a practical example. So here is a major scale in A. So it's just A. I'm going to turn off my delay because that will really irritate everybody concerned. A major scale. Now, so the first note represents major, second note represents Dorian, third note represents Phrygian, the fourth note represents Lydian. So if I'm playing Lydian in D, here's a D. If I consider this to be the fourth note of my major scale and then just play the major scale, it will give me Lydian in D. So in other words, A major is D Lydian. Here's one I prepared earlier. This is the D Lydian backing track that you can download for free amongst a whole bunch of other really cool ones. And I'm just going to begin with, play the A major scale over it, and then I'll start playing it and licking within it as if it is Lydian, because it is Lydian. Check it out. quick example of how to find your mode using just a major scale. I've got another backing track. Again, this is in the bundle. This is in E Mixolydian. So Mixolydian is the 5th diatonic major mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to count up 5 notes in the major scale using that any major scale shape and put that note on E. And then you'll have E Mixolydian. So, well, let's go, let's think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a major scale, and the 5th note is an E. So actually, it looks like A major is also E Mixolydian. Here's one I prepared earlier. This is one of the backing tracks. I really hope that's been helpful for you. Please check out Water Bear by going to their website, which is and also please just really enjoy these backing tracks. Put them on, make a coffee, jam over them, enjoy the experience, and I hope this little bit of theory was useful for you. Take it easy. Chappers out.